Okay, I want to show you how to turn on the technology in the conference room and use the new computer that we've set up in here for you to use. So you want to make sure the network cable's plugged in. So I want to take you over here. There's a blue network cable that goes out of the back of here and it rolls against the wall right there. You want to make sure that's plugged in the wall. You also want to make sure that the power cable is plugged in. So there's a extension cable wall over here. Pretty soon we're going to be mounting this computer and television all on the wall, and so you won't have to check that. But for now, as people move the card in and out, you want to make sure to check those wires. Then you want to decide, what device do I want to use? I got three choices. I've got, as I undo this here, I've got the Roku box. That's going to be for like Right Now Media or live streaming the service or something of that nature. I've got the DVD player, and I've got the computer. So I'll have a little piece of paper right here that'll give you the list of sources, but I'm going to use the computer today. And so you hit the power button on the computer to turn it on. You can also hit the power button on the DVD player. The Roku just stays on. There's no on and off for that. And the remotes are right here. So after you've turned on your device, then you want to turn on the television. So you grab the Insignia remote, that's the TV remote, and you hit the power button. You should see this little red light start blinking. That means it's loading up. So you just want to give it a second as it loads up there. And it should say in a second, please wait. It's a good sign. It means we're headed the right direction. And then it boots up. So if I want to change what source my TV is watching, I want to hit this input button on the remote, and it's going to give me choices of which thing I want to watch. If I want to watch HDMI 2, which is my Roku box, I'll hit that input button and take it down to HDMI 2. If I wanted to use the computer, which is HDMI 1, then I will take it to HDMI 1. If I want to use the DVD player, I'll use HDMI 3. So for the computer, I'm going to change it to HDMI 1, right there, and I'm going to get a login screen. Now, we have a wireless keyboard and mouse for this, so those are down here in the bottom of the cart, or it'll be sitting on the shelf, and they both have power buttons. So you flip the power button on the mouse to on, get a little green there. Power button on the keyboard, it's right here. Flip it to on, you'll see green instead of red. And they both turn on like that. And now I can use these to talk to the computer. So the login, you can get your password from any Grace staff member. They're going to get an email with the login for all the rooms. And so I'm going to type in the conference room login right there and hit enter. And it's going to log me in to the screen. Now I can either take someone to a website if I want to show them a YouTube video, or I can take like a thumb drive. Like I have a PowerPoint that I want to play to my group tonight. So I'm going to take a thumb drive and I'm going to walk over to the computer. I'm going to plug it into this little USB port right here on the front, get a little happy sound. And then I can go play something from that thumb drive. The way I get to that thumb drive, so I go down here to this little Windows Explorer button with folders. And I'm going to click that, and it's going to pop up a window that's going to show me what's on the computer. And my thumb drive, mine's called Dell Restore, yours may be called Bob's Files, but I click that thumb drive, and this is my files that I just plugged in. And if I have a PowerPoint, I'll just double click it and run it right there. You can also get access to here via Dropbox. And I've also given all the Grace staff a login to Dropbox. So if you double click the Dropbox icon, that's another way if you want to drag files into the conference room, because this is the room I'm in, you could use Dropbox as well to access your files, and you can play them right there. And that is how to use the computer and the setup in the conference room.